Alright, peace, love, and blessings. Sorry, the recording software crashed, so I had to start again. It looks like I think it froze here, so I don't think you missed anything. But basically, we're gonna go for Sludge Bomb because it's one shot on Flapple, which is obviously hoping to not get crit, and we're going to. Yeah, that's what I was checking. If we walk to Tauros, nah, it's still faster than everything. It's even still faster than the Sand Slasher. It's not really worth rock tombing it. We'll just go for as much damage as possible with Brick. Brick the Tauros and Sludge Bomb Flapple. So it does lash out on Victory Bell, I reckon. So we just need no crits. Batex on Victory Bell again, no crit. Okay, we're good, no crit. Should one shot. Oh crap, yeah. I forgot about the lychee berries. Okay, I mean, Chespin's still good to attack. Yeah, Chestnut's even at +1 attack. It's no threat. Victory Bell could get taken out by any move. So we need to switch it to someone who can take any move. So Zebstrika can't. Excuse me. There's a very small chance that a +1 double kick takes Zebstrika out. And obviously we're not. So we're gonna break again because it will take it out. Don't have much of a choice but to switch to Zebstrika. If it does double kick though, I've got Berry Juice actually, so we should be good. Lash out. Cool. Okay, managed to get through that. Very risky, but you know, we got through it, that's the main thing. And let's go update the kills. So Victory Bell actually got 3 knockouts there, which is crazy because I was planning for Sandshrew to actually sweep that, but yeah, it's all good. And Chestnut one as well. So I'm very glad that the initial plan worked with putting Vespiquen in at low enough health that they both went for it and I could protect. Very useful. Now we're gonna try and get through one more battle here, and oh, you can't see that screen anymore. 1 second. There you go. Okay. So next trainer. Let's see what we're doing here. So this is a single battle, right? Yeah, it doesn't say it's a double battle. So the Electrobot has very good coverage. Got the Cubfu with. So the Cubfu is looking to substitute and then ban focus punches, which is obviously annoying. And then we do have Gothorita who has Shadow Tag. Okay, very dangerous. Shadow Tag with Calm Mind, so we absolutely cannot let that Gothorita just sit there and stack. So whoever is in needs to be able to deal with that Gothorita. Okay, so let's look at Magmar first. With Fire and Poison, I mean really we're looking at probably a rock move would be a rock type. would have been good here. This is spread. We obviously don't want to get will-o-wisped. That'd be annoying. Yeah, I'm not exactly seeing a clear answer. We could. I don't know what would make it want to teleport, right? That's the only thing. Minior was quite good here. If we put it in its shields down form. And even if we don't, we still do pretty good damage. At least that way I'm not starting on half health and also can't be will-o-wisped. And I could lead with Power Gem. You know, which isn't bad. I don't think the Gotharita. I'm trying to think, the Shadow Tag works against U-turn. I mean, not that even. Let's put a Volt Switch, because that's. Yeah, I thought so. So, Shadow Tag, we can still Volt Switch out. So, Zebstriker's pretty good in that regard. Yeah, I think Ninyor's a good lead because even if it comes in on the Gotharita, it's well, Power Gem is actually a guaranteed 2-hit KO. And I'm not faster. So this is the problem, I'm not faster. And not in shields up anyway. So it could acid spray me. Nah, even acid spray and then it lava pluming to try and get a crit is not going to be too damaging. That we'd want to start in shields down. So I'm going to lead Minior. And then start having answers for all of these. So, I mean, like, yes, Zebstriker can soak up the Thunder Punch, but then there's all of the follow-up moves that I have to deal with. Turtonator might not be a bad answer. We've got Chespin as well. Obviously, the thing we have to be concerned about is Brick Break, but I can. Static, but obviously I can Seed Bomb. So I have a good answer there. So yeah, I think we've got good answers. Just the cub foo I need to think about. Because obviously if it gets a substitute off, I need to... Obviously if I have a sound-based move, that would bypass it. But also... Yeah, we've got Vespiquen for that. Vespiquen can actually handle it really well. So yeah, I think our existing party is good. We just bring in Minior instead of Sandslash. Everyone else here we pretty much want to keep. Let's just make sure items are correct. Binding Band is fine. Victory Bell will need to give you a berry juice. Actually, no, we want to give you a Miracle Seed to do more damage. You still have it, yeah. I think Minior can probably take the berry juice, yep. Flinches, berry juice, Scuffling's more correct. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. So just make sure we got heal. And lead Minior, let's go. So 3 battles done. We'll have 34 done. Here. So Power Gem guaranteed to hit KO. Does go for Acid Spray as expected. I have to remember that I've had my special defenses lowered. Now I do think there's a world where, because I've had my special defense lowered, it might look at that and be like it wants to get Gotharita in. So minus 2. Shame I don't have like the Shed Tail or anything like that. Yeah, with double special defense drop, even if it was for like -4, I'm kind of in a bad position. I'll lose Minion if he switches into Gotharita here. So, obviously I didn't get him below 50. I'm wondering if maybe I actually switch here instead. The problem is, I wonder if it... Do you think it teleports? I don't think it teleports because it sees I can knock it out. Call me crazy, but I think the play to go for here is to not knock it out. Right? But to get it a little bit lower. So we actually go for Earth Power instead. It went for teleport. man. Oh, but it's switched into Electabuzz. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I thought I would have gone for Gothorita there, because that would have been really bad. Alright, never mind. I could have gone for... Okay, this means a Magmar's still in the back, but it's fine. We'll see, still at plus. So I guess it's because it sees... I mean, there's no way it sees a knockout with Thunder Punch. Even though a Thunder Punch crit would hurt. And potentially knock me out. We're still going to switch here. We're going to switch into Zip Striker, expecting a Thunder Punch. Good power up punch, okay. Yeah. Now. We don't... I think it out damages me. Especially with like Thunder Punches. I obviously can't be affected by static. So it could Fire Punch, it could Ice Punch, it could Power Up Punch. Obviously Power Up Punch would be bad. But at the same time, even if it gets a +2, I'm not really scared of it if I then go into Chestnut. And if I have used Flame Charge and Volt Switch, should be in range to knock it out. Okay, so we're gonna, let's see what it does first of all. We're gonna Flame Charge. Do a bit of damage. Ice Punch, okay. I was more worried about Power Up Punch and it getting attacks, but as long as I'm above, so obviously I got the King's Rock to try and flinch it, because that would be amazing. But yeah, as long as I'm above half health, I am good. So we'll Flame Charge again. Crit is very helpful. High Punch. Did get the crit that time. So we're going to Volt Switch. Now again, there's no way to Thunder Punches. And I feel like this is... Do I want to go into Drapion here, maybe? Let me check its speed again. No, it's faster than Drapion. It's faster than Drapion, I'll take a bit too much damage. So, Gothorita, I need to not drop below 64%, otherwise I'll be in danger. Again, if... Yeah, the Gothorita having Shadow Tag is just annoying. I'm gonna send out Chespin. It does Ice Punch. That's fine. We 100% Spiky Shield. I'm guessing it may... could go for anything really. Fire Punch. I didn't take damage. I guess the punching glove protected it. Okay. Yeah, punching glove protected it. That's fine. It's... Problem is, it's gonna put me in range of getting taken out by Gotharita. Oof, that shadow tag is annoying to try and play around. But it is slower. Okay, you know what? The fact that Gotharita is slower makes me feel a bit better. Because Electabuzz is going to hit me here. I'm on 104. It probably goes for 500 Ice Punch. Obviously, hoping it doesn't get a burn or a freeze off. It does maximum 44. I'm currently at 104, so if it put me to 60, my Berry Juice will proc. I guess probably the worst case scenario is it getting me on 50% health. With a burn or a freeze. So obviously we don't want to make contact because we might get affected by static. Okay, Berry Juice procs. Probably better for me. Yeah, I thought so. Because Magmar's faster. It's a nuisance of a thing. If I'd just taken it out. So obviously it's faster. It sees a kill with Lava Plume for sure. So that's what it's going for. So who takes Lava Plume quite well? Yeah, so we go back into Minion because the thing is, we're okay with the matchup into Gotharita if I don't have -2 special defense. That was the worry was. Zebstriker's too low to come back in. And I mean the only other one could be Drapion, but again it's slower, so it's gonna end up taking 2 Lava Plumes. Which is yeah, we definitely don't want that happening. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to think we've actually only taken out 1 Pokemon so far. Yeah, go into Minion. Take Lava Plume. Alright. This time, you ain't getting away with the teleport. I don't see why I didn't attack, to be honest. What else? Cubfu, okay. So it sees a guaranteed KO with Focus Punch. Now I'm gonna check up. I'm pretty sure Focus Punch fails if the user takes damage. Exactly. Now what it sees is that I'm slower. So I mean, even if it tries to go a focus punch, I'm still gonna just... Even though I've got an item, I'm still just acrobatics. Yeah, I want to go for the defense drop. So at -1, at 66 HP. Are we in kill range of a crit rock smash? We are not. So it's probably gonna rock smash again. And we're gonna acrobatics again. Don't know why I went for focus punch, like it was gonna land it. I think it thought I would switch out. That's what I think. And the thing is, we can't really switch out, to be fair. Actually, we could actually switch out into Vespiquen. I think Vespiquen should be able to take a focus punch. Now, I can't substitute anymore. And at this health, I mean, Gotharita basically gets a kill. Yeah, Gotharita will take out Minior if it stays in. So, but if we switch into Vespiquen now, and Kubfu, yeah, because I quad resist the focus punch. And even if it comes and rock smashes after and lowers my defense by 1, I'm still... I mean, the Gotharita does become a bit of an issue. Yeah, the -1 defense would be annoying, but I think I could Infestation. Still Infestation. Maybe I'd Roost. We'll see, but I think Vespiquen can handle it as long as I get the Infestation off. And then I can Protect. Obviously I can't switch out. I might start Calm Minding. But I don't really have a better answer except for Drapion. But I don't think Drapion really wants to take a focus punch. So obviously if I get Drapion in, the Gotharita is stuck to HP fighting, so that becomes a very easy win. Even if I'm -1 defense. So, but yeah, no, that focus punch could knock me out with Drapion. So the safe play is to go to Vespiquen. It did go for focus punch, that's fine. I still take it quite well. So we Infestation. Oh, wow, okay. So we're gonna Protect. We definitely can't have double defense drop. Nice. And then everything. So obviously if I could switch this wouldn't be an issue, but yeah. Now, I have a binding band right here. So 100% we infestation. It does set up, okay. So it wants to get the one shot basically. I do think Vespiquen's going to go down here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's just very nice. Can you imagine if this was a Gothitella? Oh my god. I needed to like position this so that Drapion would get in. But, yeah. Oh well. So I'm not really worried about special defense drop now that I've got the infestation. So I am at 95 HP. So right now a crit still can't actually take me out. So I'm just considering whether I want to roost to get the full health, because that will probably make it wait longer. Actually wait, hold up, something I haven't factored in here, which is that I have -1 defense. So okay, so right now I'm at 95. I could be taken out by a crit, but I don't think it goes for it. I reckon it will Calm Mind again, because it wants to get to the point where it sees a guaranteed KO on me. So let's think, if I... it's already taken a 6th, alright? So on this turn, it could take 1/6 plus 1/16 if I Toxic, right? And then next turn I would have to Protect. It would again take 1/6 plus 2/16, right? And then I'd have to just try double Protect, see if that works. Now, if I Roost here, just take 1/6. Because I get healthier, it should then Calm Mind again. Which means I could then Toxic it on that turn. And then Protect on the next turn. Which is what I'm banking on. So right now it's, let's go for the lower amount. Let's say I only took an 1/8 of its health. Right. So it's taken an 1/8 plus a 6th, which I guess if I get into terms of 48ths, that's what, 14/48? Yeah, so this is essentially 8/48, 8/48 just 24, plus 1 plus 2, gets me to 27, just 4. But neither avenue is going to guarantee that I can get this knockout. And then let's also forget the next Pokemon coming is going to have to deal with a lot. But then again, at the same time, if I get Toxic up, I feel like I should get Toxic up. Do you know what it is though? There's a world where if this thing actually attacks me now and I roost, I won't get toxic up. Because even if I roost, so if it hits me now, it's gonna do 60 to 71.5%, which will only kill me if it crits, and I'm not even gonna out-roost the damage. If I knew that Infestation, Roost, Toxic, Protect was a guaranteed KO, then I'd probably go for it, but it's not, because that's what 12.5%, 12.5 plus 16% from the Infestation, Roost, so another 16%, Toxic 16% plus the 1/16, say 6%, and then Protect 16% plus go up to we'll go up to 2/16, 8, so yeah, 12%. And I mean, that gets us to what? 24, 40, 56. Hold on, let's calculate properly. 12, 28, 44, 60, 66, 76, 82. 94. I'm still short either way, so let's just make sure we get this toxic off right now. It did calm mine again, okay. The Roost strat might have been the better play. It has to go for it now, I imagine. Yep. Oh, I do wonder if actually roosting might have been the correct play there. Yeah, because it would have kept... It probably would have calm-minded for another turn. Ah, that feels bad. Right. There's only one way Vespiquen survives this now. Because obviously I can't just switch, as you can see. Which is to try the double protect. No, that's it, Vespiquen's dead. That's annoying. Maybe roosting would have been the right play there, but based on my calculations, it still wasn't a guarantee because the toxic wouldn't have racked up enough damage. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's a shame because we've lost to our only really tanky toxic sort of stalling one. Yeah. That sucks. It was a fit. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'll double check. Yeah, so it had a 50% chance. It was a 50% chance though to survive. Never mind. Yeah, it did good, it did good. It's just, kind of wanted it for brawling, actually, to be honest, but it's alright, we'll make it work. I wonder if losing Minior might have actually been better. But, no, it is what it is. That's a shortcut. Steven with a Fido, interesting. Defog, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Make sure Repel is still off here. Okay, we lost Vesperquin, which is, you know, unfortunate. Let's, yeah, I knew that Shadow Tag was going to be a nuisance. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you wrap up there, then I really want to push through. Maybe we'll start the gym, actually. I just hope this isn't a gauntlet either. Let's just bring in... the ideal Pokemon we want to use for this battle. Do I have Flash? I think I should have Flash, right? Yeah. No, I just want to... I don't want to learn Flash, I just want the light. Okay, I don't know. Okay, that's a bit annoying because I could end up running into someone that I don't want to. Alright, let's have a look at this Hitmonlee. So it's got Unburden with a normal gem. So it obviously wants to go for Fake Out, get some damage off, and then be faster, and it's got Bulk Up to set up, and a Fighting, and a Dark move, so ideally we'd want a Fairy type. Gramble would be good here, we haven't got it. Yeah, we could spike. You could lead Chespin, Spiky Shield on the. Spiky Shield on the. Oh, high jump kick, a bit crazy. Yeah, that seems reliable. We Spiky Shield, we Seed Bomb twice. Even if it bulks up. It probably goes for knockoff, which, I mean, to be honest, is fine. Because it's less damage than high jump kick. We got a pretty good matchup into... He's actually got a good matchup into the whole team, to be honest. The only concern I have is that Togedemaru having having a rocky helmet and iron barbs means I take a fair bit of damage. But we both got Victory Bell and so Victory Bell does quite well into the balloon, and then Togedemaru. Zip Striker probably does. Again, no, because it makes contact. If it didn't make contact, then yeah, that would be amazing. But we could still come in and Volt Switch. You know, guarantee I'm not going to get hit by too difficult of a move, and then Chest Stalk can go Muscle Band, but obviously if it gets knocked off we'll need the additional support there. So yeah, I think we got a pretty good strat for this one. And obviously if I taught it Bulldoze, that would like deal that immediately, but I think we've got a good way through here. Because I've got two grass types to deal with, Breloom, I don't see me needing to give anyone a Chesto Berry. Just quickly, we're gonna do this. So I want to be able to see where I'm going. I can't even flash yet? Oh my god. I think I can have a move deleted without any issues. I'm gonna check actually. I don't think it costs a heart scale. Okay, let's go to Minion, put Minion back in. I suppose Calyrex would be pretty decent here as well, but yeah, we'll hold off on that. Okay, fine. Basically the key thing here is I don't want to run into the wrong person first. That's my big concern here. I'm just looking at what I'm having to deal with. My only concern is this Syrian Sneezer. If I'm up against that, I really would want a Psychic type. So I think, just in case, I'm gonna have to bring in Armor Rouge. just Candy Jar. I know Ally Switch could be really useful, but I'll leave it. Stat changes, that can be really good. Burning up berries and gems is really good as well, but I'll go for Mystical Fire, I guess it's more powerful. I have someone with Unnerve anyway. Alright, not there. Okay, so it was guaranteed to be this guy first. Oh yeah, I don't think I forgot to update last fight, yeah, because Vespiquen actually got 2 knockouts before it went out. Because obviously the poison finished it off. Minio got another one, and so did Chespin. Okay. Excuse me. So we're gonna just lead with. I mean, it was faster than me anyway. We're gonna Spiky Shield. Probably fake so. Oh, that makes it not consume its normal gem. That's interesting. It doesn't really impact me. Because obviously it's not gonna try to fake out again. Do we want to go for? I doubt it switches, and Seed Bomb does the most damage. Wait, did I even equip the Muscle Band? No, I didn't. Oops. Okay, this does mean I don't one-shot Togedemaru. We'll make it work. Alright, so it did land a high jump kick. So we're gonna Spiky Shield again. See if we can get a bit of chip there. Yeah, that's what we wanted. You know what? We probably should have actually just taken. I guess even if we took the fake out and it missed a high jump kick after, I probably would still be on about the same health actually. So that's one for Chespin. Now this Togedemaru. So unless it wants to get the power, it should go for Iron Head. Now obviously I've just used Spiky Shield, so I can't get away with it again. I do think we tried to break through the nozzle. We get a one-shot, nice. Obviously we are going to take a bit of damage. Yikes. I'm not going to lie, that did a lot. If I'd also taken Iron Head, I was potentially knocked out. So, Breloom's obviously going to go for an attack. Can it actually knock me out though? Yeah, Bullet Seed. If Bullet Seed hit 5 times, I'd get knocked out. So, we're going to switch to... How does Victory Bell take it? Victory Bell is slower. And there's obviously the possibility I could get crit multiple times. What I was thinking is to switch into someone else. Try to bait Spore. but who else do I have we can really come in? Probably only Drapion. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna switch to Drapion, take a hit, have battle armor. So one for the Mac Daddy Punch. Wow, the Mac Daddy Punch hurts. Was that right? Hold up, that was a lot. $39 to $46. Yeah, I did 42. So 5 hits from Bullet Seed, max damage is 70. So I think it goes for Spore. And either way we're gonna switch into Victory Bell. Yep. And this way, just a bit of extra security for Victory Bell to come in quite healthy. And get Sludge Bomb. Nice. So that was 2 for Chespin, 1 for Victory Bell. I can't believe I forgot that you don't get to use Flash just yet. 2 for Chespin, 1 for Victory Bell. Alright. That's 35 battles. Next battle. Let's just get a drink. So, Power Punch, Mac Punch, Ice Punch, and Shadow Punch. Lots of punches. I mean, it's not like Chespin is particularly great against any of the others, except maybe Sulk. So I feel like it can lead on this first battle here. I mean, it's not a great matchup, and because of the punching glove it doesn't make contact, so spiky shields aren't going to do any damage. I'm just taking ice punches, but I don't think anyone else matches up into this too well. Yeah, I don't really have a good matchup into this champ. So I think it has to be Chestnut. Just be careful because it's got that really low chance to hit KO lead if it hits max, 70 hits max, and doesn't proc my berry. So that would be very annoying. Yeah, the problem with Sulk is it having counter, so counter sturdy, yeah, we definitely don't want to be dealing with that. So this is looking like a much more difficult fight. I mean, we have answers, right? To things. For example, Victory Bell is really good into the DDA, but let's check that Patea. Very hold special attack. So with Stuffed Cheeks, it can forcibly get 2 defense and get its special attack boost. And then Cheek pouches like it holds another one or something. Oh, and it gets health back if it restores it. So the thing is that even if it stuffs Cheeks, I can reliably switch into Victory Bell and take a hit. Don't get powered. Sludge Bomb. So we have our answer to the DDA, which is going to be Victory Bell with a Cherry Berry just in case it lands Thunder and gets the power up. We can still guarantee Sludge Bomb one shot. Now this Hisuian Sneasel has eject pack, so if it close combat it's gonna duck out, isn't it? Oh yeah, I need to update its moves actually. It doesn't have Incinerate anymore, it has Mystical Fire, and instead of Nightshade, it has Psyshock. Export, import. So yeah, I can... Actually, I just looked at... Okay, I'm looking at Victory Bell, alright? There is actually a world where... Now, even a double crit Thunder, obviously it could power twice, so the chance of that happening is so low. So I'd be absolutely mad if that happened. And well, I guess it's funny if it does. Yeah, Armor was kind of my answer to Hisuian Sneasel, but I can't switch in on it because it could rock slide, and that's very painful. Yeah, again, it's one of those ones I just don't have necessarily a solid answer to do with this thing. Yeah, I don't like that me not having a solid answer. It's starting to become a bit of a theme. Alright, who else have I got in the box that I might need to consider for this suit? So I've got Poliwag, Calyrex, Tyrogue, and Nincada. Might be time to get one of them up and running. So I don't know, did any of got a solid answer in Victory Bell? All the others are kind of an issue, because I don't have anyone who resists fighting and rock, who is also a special attacker that comes in and deals a great amount of damage. Yeah, it kind of feels like everyone... It's a two-man job, basically. Someone's gonna have to get some damage off at first onto it, and then someone comes in and is able to do some cleanup. Right, so... Looking at Hitmonchan... Chestbin is an okay answer. Superior, no chance. Cloister is slower. Problem is if it power up punches, I don't want to encourage power up punch, because then it could power up punch Mach Punch and he gets taken out. Silver Striker could Thunder Wave again if it starts setting up. It's really bad. Victory Bell, taking out the Ice Punch. Drapion, again I think it just sets up on me with power up punches, becomes an issue because it got a priority move. Oh, Minior! Glad we still got you. Okay. But it has to be in shields down, and now it has Mach Punch. Unless I start in Meteor form. Oh, but if I start in Meteor form and it crits with Ice Punch, then I'm just dead. And I don't, and that's the problem, I don't enter shields down until the end of the turn. It doesn't happen immediately. So yeah, that's not going to work. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Mach Punch has a very small chance to... What happens if I start the fight at 50% health? And then I enter a battle. But I want to test something. Like, we could go on the internet and look it up, but I feel this is one of the ones that's like a bit more interesting to actually test out and see ourselves. So we're gonna go, let's bring Minior in. We're going to set our HP to 61. Is that half? It looks like half, but I don't think it is half. Let's do 55 just to make sure it's guaranteed. And then we're going to give you an orange berry. We have a load of these, so I don't mind it procking. Let's just run the grass, I want to see what happens. So, it comes out. It heals and it stays, okay, okay. Interesting. So, we potentially do have an answer to the Hitmonchan then. This is obviously assuming it doesn't crit. If it crits, I have no chance. We could come in on... So 50% is saying 59 to me. So as far as I can tell, if I'm on yellow health, if I'm on yellow health, it should activate shields down because it's from below half, right? No, okay. So it's not necessarily just being on yellow, which is a bit deceiving. Here on the damage count, it's showing it as 59. So we're 59. Obviously, we want to try and have as much health as possible. Okay, 59. So I'm at 60, I'm definitely counted as, yeah, so 59 HP, so how much is a citrus? Citrus is 25%. Gosh, can't double check this. Pretty sure it's 25%, yeah. So citrus is 25%. Takes me to 89, which I might have to. Crit Mac Punch does maximum 91. I think I do have to go Citrus Berry. I need that. I need that guarantee that. Oh, but wait, hold up. There's a little bit of a thing here of okay. I'm gonna check here. Check and make sure the aren't very procs. Yeah, okay, cool. So HP to 59. Let's not accidentally run into any fights because I do have limited citrus berries. We give you a citrus berry. Because you have a citrus berry. Pretty sure I updated the kills for the last one. I can do a count after to make sure, I guess. Yeah, so, and then the acrobatics, because I'm still in my shield's down form, and I no longer have an item because I've just consumed it. And we go for acrobatics, so that looks like the one, so... Acrobatics versus Hitmonchan. Hope I don't get 12.5% times 12.5%, which is 1/64th, which is... well, very low, let's put it that way. Very, very low. 1/64, the less than 2% chance that it crit max rolls this Mac Punch. Okay, so anyone could come in on Minior because it's going to be super low. And they could, again, oh no, it's got Pursuit. Oh no, wait, no, it can't come in on, the Sneasel Hisuian, there's no way it comes in. Because I will acrobatics it as well. So realistically, it's probably Sulk or the DDA that come in. Obviously, I'm gonna have next to no HP, so anyone could come in. And I mean, I could go for the max damage on these Pokemon, but I feel like, you know, there's these situations like I'm doing now where Minions are really useful. So I'd like to try and keep it alive if possible. Well, if Chestnut had a special move, it would be. I wonder if maybe Calyrex might be okay into this thing. Because, let's look at it. Alright, I'm gonna do that acrobatics and Mac Punch stuff. If it goes into Sneasel, acrobatics is a one shot. So there's no way it does that. It doesn't make sense to, right? Now, if it goes into Dedenne, I just switch into Victory Bell. And if it goes into Sulk, this is where I'm struggling a bit now. And honestly, actually, I think Calyrex is going to be the answer here. So let's look at Calyrex's Learn Pool. 45, so I'm gonna get Psy Shock and Giga Drain. I've already got Giga Drain. Okay. Yeah, looks like Calyrex is gonna be the answer, so let's So let's level you up. So scatters water to restore the HP of itself and allies. We'll take Side Shock over Confusion. Helping Hand could be really good. Better than Life Tube? I think so. ROM Therapy could be really good as well. Heals all status. We'll keep Helping Hand though. Yeah. Excuse me. Alright, let's put Calyrex's info in. So, what's his nature? Hasty. Okay. So we've got Hasty, Unnerve. What was that? 3, 29, 30. The defense is very good. Special attack's a bit low, which is a shame. Got fine. 21, 23. So it's a shame. We would have been a bit slower regardless, which is a shame. Sorry, Shock. Oops. Sorry, Shock. Giga Drain. Helping Hand. And Draining Kiss. So yeah, I mean obviously crit Stone Edge would be pretty bad, but we can yeah, so I think best thing to do here is so let's run it, right? So we switch in a crit Stone Edge. I'm on 56. If I have a citrus, I get 25% health back, so I'd go to 63, which takes me out of range of being crit by Stone Edge again, which is arguably worth it. Now, obviously, it's only relevant if it crits, but I mean, is there a world in which we yeah, because the problem is, I mean, unless I equip a Miracle Seed. So if I have a Miracle Seed, Psyshock, even then, Psyshock Giga Drain is not a guaranteed kill, so yeah, we're gonna go for a citrus. We need the healing. Okay, let's go ahead and give you a citrus. Yeah, I need to try and not use up all these citrus berries, but it's a good item. Okay, then that brings us to Syrian Sneasel is obviously faster. It's faster and it would try to pursue trap me. Yeah, if I'm low health and it comes into pursuit, there's really not much I can do, unfortunately. I need to try and get the Hisuian Sneasel in like first, but I can't all the more reason to have the citrus to try and stay healthy. I can't guarantee. Okay. Well, anyway, let's think about my answer to it now. think Chestnut is good actually because it's a spiky shield. I can get some damage off that way. Anyone who's faster is probably good. I don't think Zip Strike is actually faster. It is, okay. So Zip Strike is good because I can come in, bait close combat, volt switch, and it would get forcibly switched out. It's not bad. So we keep Zip Striker with a King's Rock. Yeah, well. We need Victory Bell, we need Mignon, we need Calyrex, we want Zip Striker. I don't see Armor Rouge being used here, and Drapion is, even though it doesn't have good moves. This is where I start to look at TMs and think, maybe I really do want to teach Drapion one of these two. It can learn Aerial Aces. You see, if the Drapion knows Aerial Aces, all of a sudden it becomes a much bigger threat. Or even Bulldoze. See, when I next level it up, it's gonna get... It eventually learns Earthquake, so Bulldoze feels like a waste, but Aerial Ace might not be bad. I mean, how does this fight go if you have Aerial Ace instead? It's better, but it's still a close one. What does Armor Rouge do into this again? Because I mean, I could burn it. You know, if I get the burn, that's amazing. Yeah, I think we should keep Armor Rouge. So we're gonna put Drapion, take Drapion out for this, and put Chespin back in. Okay. Item check. Citrus. Don't think you should have Miracle Seed. Berry Juice is probably okay. King's Rock's good. Citrus. I think you need the Muscle Band. Maybe you need. Actually, you probably need a Berry Juice as well. I might as well get use out of Berry Juice because as they get to higher and higher levels, the Berry Juice is going to be, well, not as good. So I might as well get use out of it now. Okay, let's go. Oh, alright, this is going to be a challenge for sure. I really hope I don't guess. It doesn't say it's a gauntlet. Yeah. But wait. Why is he full health? Why was he full health? I swear I started this battle not at full health. This happened before. Let me check, because... Okay, so... check Pokemon. Yeah, he was on. He wasn't on. He wasn't on health. Yeah, and even after saving, he wasn't on full health. I really hope I don't guess. It doesn't say it's a bug. That has to be a bug. Ugh, that has to be a bug. Yeah, this just doesn't work if I'm not at full health. Alright, some of you might think this is controversial because I haven't actually done anything in the fight. I'm going to reset it because I just saved. Literally here. It's at 59 health. Okay. I'm gonna walk back in, walk back out, I don't know, talk to you, don't know if that bugged it. Health. So at 59 health. I don't know why it's forcing me to be on max health, because this strat just doesn't work. I don't know why I'm getting automatically fully healed. Because in previous battles this worked. I'm not sure what to do. Alright, we'll just try and make this work, I guess. So let's go for acrobatics. Just for ice punch. Citrus procs. Oh, and I'm at the perfect health that shields down doesn't even proc. Okay, I was hoping shields down would have procced because then I would have at least been in the same situation, basically. He's faster, he just ice punches. Or at least I know now, because this happened before. At least I know now it's not I've messed something up. It seems like it's just a bug. So the striker could even take a crit ice punch and it's faster. So if it doesn't crit, I can probably take a Mac punch as well if it tries to go for it. No one else is faster. Wait, is... I didn't save Calyrex in it. The Calyrex is actually faster. Not that I'd bring it in here, but I do apologise, but I do need to have Calyrex loaded in here, especially because it's in the battle. 325. 5, 21, 23. Hasty, Unnerve, Side Shock, Giga Drain, Helping Hand, which obviously doesn't help in this fight, and Draining Kiss. Okay. So we're obviously not going to... I mean, Calyrex technically could, but we're saving it for a different fight, so export, import. So it looks like we're going into Striker and hoping we don't get crit. Honestly, it's bad use of a citrus as well. I would have much rather that be a berry juice situation. Okay, it didn't crit. It had, but it didn't crit. Ah, you're joking. The Ice Punch was a higher roll. There's a 6% chance Mac Punch can kill non-crit. And I'm just thinking, do I want to... Yeah, I think I have to Volt Switch now, because... if Sneasel comes in now, and I'll get pursuited, and it'll knock me out. How does Minior deal with Sneasel in its regular form? I mean, I'm not faster, but I do still one-shot it. If... it's fine. I have to just try and Volt Switch, hoping I don't get taken out by Mac Punch here. Okay, good. Good. Alright, it's one for Striker. Okay. Now I need to try and manipulate this battle here, right? Who do I want to come out? Or more specifically, who's okay to go up against Sneasel? I imagine my answer is Onruge, because basically I want to make sure whoever comes in, if Sneasel is there as well, so let's see who goes into. If I go into Onruge, probably goes into Sulk, and with Sulk I can go into Chestnut fairly safely and then do that fight the way I'm hoping. If I go into Chestnut, probably goes into Sue and Sneasel. If I go into Victory Bell, could go into any of them. And obviously if I go into Calyrex. Yeah. Not great matchup. So I think I go Chestnut because goes into Sneasel, I Spiky Shield. You into Sulk, I Spiky Shield. And if it goes into DDA, I'm going to switch straight into Vitriol. Okay, it does go into Sneasel. As I expected, at least this way I can switch and not be worried about Pursuit. But realistically, this thing is going to go for a Diaclaw, because it's the most effective move. Scout out though, I'm going to Spiky Shield. Take a bit of damage. Now, to be fair, I can take a Diaclaw, but I don't know that I want to take a Diaclaw. And to be honest, nobody else really wants to take a Diaclaw either. Kinda should have had a Lumberry on Armourouge for this. I'm not really keeping Chestnut for anyone else, then, am I? So I probably should just get some damage off, actually. I could Rock Tomb it. If I Rock Tomb, that's gonna force it to switch out, isn't it, actually? Do I want that? I do want to force it to switch out. Oof. Okay, Sulk. We Spiky Shield for sure. See what you're going for. Probably. Oh, we went for Brick Break, okay. I thought there was a chance it went for Counter. Right, Sturdy's broken now. Yeah, I can't really safely switch it to Minion here. I don't know if it would counter or not. It's too hard for me to say. It doesn't do much damage to me, and I don't think I can really bring in Chestnut against the Sneasel again, because it does 60 to 74, and if Diaclaw poisons, then Chestnut will go down. So I think I do actually just get as much use out of Chestnut as possible now. So if I Rock Tomb, so let's look at this. Brick Break does not help him out. Brick Break's 48, which is fine. Counter. So I do a max of 17, so that's 34 counter would do. So yeah, we're gonna Rock Tomb. So it did go for counter. Spiky Shield again. There's a spamming counter now. Okay. We can go for another Rock Tomb. Because at -1 it's probably slower than everybody else. It is already slower than everyone else. Go for another Rock Tomb. Alright, it's just spamming counter now. I guess maybe because it's getting successful ones off, I don't know. Yeah, it's -2, so whoever I switch in now is gonna outspeed and be able to get the knockout. It took 2 rock tombs, so that's a minimum of 28, and 1 spiky shield, which is 12%. And another, let's just say another 10. Yeah, so it's probably on about 86 health. I mean, yeah, Minion could come in, but I want to bring in someone who's not going to get knocked out, right? The Victory Barrel wants to stay healthy to deal with the DDA. Oh my gosh. I did not give it a... If I get powered by Thunder, it's such a bad situation. I was supposed to be a Cherry Berry. So... I mean, if Rouge can come in here, it's great. The DDA is not a great matchup, so I mean, I'd hope it would switch into Sneasel. I'm gonna go into Rouge. If it doesn't counter, I call hacks. Hacks all the way, bro. Well, it got burned at least, which is good. But I'm faster anyway, so... yeah, we're just gonna Side Shock. Because it's faster, I think it must see a kill, otherwise it wouldn't have come in. What does it see a kill with? I guess it sees crit. I don't know, but I mean, I just Side Shock. I guess it wants to flinch. Crit. Don't flinch. Come on, don't flinch. Excellent. Oof. There's so much randomness in this game. Alright, let's try and figure out what this DDA is going to try and do. It's definitely faster. It goes for Thunder, for sure. No, we're definitely going to Victory Bell. Crit. It's a bit annoying. But at least it wasn't a high roll crit. Because 2 high roll crit Thunders. Oh no, that's why I picked Victory Bell, because even 2 high roll crit Thunders doesn't take me out. And it missed, good. Sub 1, done. Okay, excellent. Oh jeez. Honestly, the bad start there was very annoying. I don't know why it bugs and actually just fully heals you for it. Like, it must be intentional. Maybe only in gyms. I don't know. I think the last time it happened was in a gym as well, wasn't it? So I think we can't use the health and the pre-damaging and pre-status strats in the gym, I guess. Okay, so we've got 1 knockout for Blitzel, 2 for Armor Rouge, I think that's it, getting on the board. No, it had a knockout before. And another one for Victory Bell. Nice. Okay. Let me just check on my pipeline. I feel like I need new ones for this though. No? full node. So that's running. Let's have a look at the next fight. A bit of a scary Simeon. So I don't know if it's just that fight, but I'm going to assume it's all the fights in the gym, so I'm not going to rely on having reduced health. I think I'm actually at 37 battles, but I have to check, I might have miscounted. To deal with you. Okay, so even shielded down acrobatics would have been enough, so good to know, because it's very defensive, so we would want to try and go on special defense route. Calyrex is faster, but again it's got I'll put Giga Drain twice, my bad. Should be Draining Kiss. Yeah, it doesn't do enough damage. And it's health and health up. I'm just curious, if this was Psychic, it would one-shot, right? No, it still doesn't. Okay, well. I guess it's just it's got a lot of HP. Okay. So I'm probably not one-shotting this thing then, realistically. I think Adrenaline Orb is... yeah, if you get Intimidated, you get Speed boost, so we definitely don't come in and do that. I think Circle throws you out, it forces a switch. Yeah. Now we don't actually have an Intimidator anymore, so we're fine in that regard. Victory Bell is slower. I guess it might just Earthquake. I can then maybe get it to sleep, and obviously don't Acid Spray it. Just Giga Drain. That's an option. Maybe just go with the Chestnut Strap to Spiky Shield, get a Seed Bomb off, wouldn't take too much damage, so I think that's kind of ideal. A good counter for this. Armor Rouge is good damage, but I'd have to... Now obviously if I only had 2 Pokemon I could guarantee you comes out, but I'm not faster anyway. And Rock Tombing to boost his attack is... to slow it down doesn't seem like a good idea. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Lead Chestnut, Spiky Shield, get a Seed Bomb off, and then see who comes out next. It could. The problem is it could just keep spamming circle throw, which is obviously also annoying. But yeah, I don't really see another way to get around it than that. Let's look at some of the other. Oh my god, Mimikyu has Destiny Bond. That Toxic Rogue, very scary. Because it has Swords Dance Sucker Punch with a Dark Gem. We have to bait out the Dark Gem first. Alternatively is to just come in and sleep powder it or like thunder wave it. And then we got Shed Skin, Leftovers, Crafty, Power Punch and Rest. Oh god. I was thinking to lead Persimmon to lead Chestnut to get some chip damage off first, but maybe I just want to put this thing to sleep straight away. Or Thunder, no, I can't Thunder Wave or Earthquake though. I could lead Zeb Striker and then that Prike should bait it to Earthquake first, and then I can. It should try to Earthquake though. It could circle through it, but I imagine it tries to Earthquake, and that way I get a bit more control over who might come out. Yeah, I think we'll try that, so we will Zeb, Volt Switch, into Chestnut, put on Spiky Shield, Seed Bomb, don't Rock Tomb. And then to be honest, I have no idea what might come out after that, so I kind of just have to be prepared for anything. The Mimikyu is annoying, but it doesn't have setup, so... Ghost Fairy. I guess Cloister's alright into this, actually. Icicle Spear does a lot of damage. And even though the Drain Punch is healing it a bit, it doesn't do too much damage. Yeah, I think we bring Cloister in as well. As an alright matchup into the Mimikyu, which obviously has Disguise, so we actually want to use a multi-hit move to break the Disguise at first. Right, Toxic Rogue. A bit of mind games are needed here. Because it's obviously gonna Swords Dance. And obviously, ideally, I have to basically put it to sleep. Get into Victory Bell. So that even if it Swords Dances, I can try and get the Sleep Powder off. Once it's asleep, it's faster, so it's faster. I'd have to switch first turn. If it attacks, fine. If it sleep powders, it's also fine. I mean, if it Because of circle throw, I can't really plan out what's going to happen. Anyone could get switched in. But essentially, Victory Bell's going to be responsible to Toxic Rook to put it to sleep. So it's either going to Swords Dance or it's going to take a hit without Swords Dance. It might then Swords Dance or it might then go for a hit. Either way, I need to not get a crit. Sleep Powder misses, I probably lose the game. Yeah, and that's down. Hoping we don't get put to sleep, we then switch to either Calyrex or Armourouge. Okay. So, Toxic Rook, put to sleep. Switch to Victory Bell, put to sleep, switch. Gosh, I'm banking on being asleep for 2 turns though. Ideally, again, because of Circle Throw, I can't really guarantee who's going to be in. So far, got some Striker, Chestnut, Oyster, Victory Bell, and Armourouge. I guess the last one is Scrafty, which it's got a lot of special defense, man. Like even Draining Kiss, which is quad effective, just doesn't do enough to it. The thing is, it has Power Up Punch, so I can't just let it set up. And it has Crunch. Because otherwise I could have gone for Clear Smog to do any stat resets, but yeah. Plus, because of Shed Skin, it can potentially come out of statuses early. Okay, maybe Turtonator can come in and body press. Okay, it looks like that's my final answer there. Okay, so let's get the correct Pokemon first of all. So we want Zeb Striker, Chestnut, Victory Bell, Armourouge. We actually want Cloyster and Turtonator. I'm just quickly thinking, actually. Is there something I'm overlooking that maybe Ninja's got destroyed by Rock Tomb. So I don't see that helping. Then again, maybe. Because it will have speed boost. I don't know if it's going to have an adamant nature or not though. In fact, I don't think it does. No, so I've got to look at Hitmonchan. Yeah, obviously apart from the cross chop. Because to be fair, Hitmontop does have Intimidate, but obviously if it's Circle Throw, Hitmontop would not be an issue. Actually, I'm not sure if I would get Intimidate. What's your ability? Plus. I think it might be actually. Yeah, because it has Guts or Steadfast. So yeah, it would be Intimidate, Unburden, or Iron Fist, which are all really good actually. Also, we're dealing with a Poison Fighting type. You don't get a good move. You don't get a good move. Well, you get Sucker Punch. Wait, but how do I even control which one is going to evolve into? I just realized I don't actually know which one it's going to evolve into. I should evolve it. Because I can't, there's no EVs, so I can't manipulate its attack and defense now. So it's predetermined which one's going to evolve into. I should find out. I thought I had a choice. I might get a choice, but I don't think I do. Let's see which one I get. It is excellent. That's actually the one I wanted. Nice. Hitmontop. Yeah, we'll take Rapid Spin. So it should have Intimidate. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think we're gonna need. I think we might need, to be honest. Is that better than Turtonator? Might be, to be honest. It's got a Fake Out. What other moves does it get on top? Got a Fake Out. Rapid Spin. Punch. Say Triple Axel. That's the thing, I don't really get the strong moves just yet. Low Kick, which I don't think will do enough. I have Mach Punch, which is cool, but probably Double Kick is going to end up being the strongest. But it resists it anyway. Nah, it's just going to probably set up on me. Oh, but we're looking at Scrafty, aren't we? Yeah, see, against Scrafty, it's really good actually. Because I was thinking Turtonator. But then again, Turtonator might still, because it can rest to get rid of status effects, right? So I I think how that would kind of go is, oops, having Hitmontop with Intimidate and get double kick off, because it's super effective. Yeah, I think so. I think Hitmontop's actually a better answer. Okay, let's get Hitmontop leveled up. I think Ice Spinner is better than Triple Axle. I mean, I know yes, it's a multi-hit move, but... Oh, I still have Rolling Kick and Low Sweep, actually. How about that? I mean, Low Sweep is interesting because it lowers speed. So we definitely take Ice Spinner with Rolling Kick. We're not going to take Low Kick. Sucker Punch is too good to not take. I think we're gonna have to give this up as a Rapid Spinner. We have other Rapid Spinners. I feel like Low Sweep is better. Again, I know if we're trying to break like Sturdy and stuff. We can't fit it all on. We've got to fake out the Sucker Punch. Okay. So let's bring Cloyster back in. You know what, I did all of this and I just realised I don't have the Granite Cave catch. I feel like we've got it lined up reasonably well. Except for that Toxic Croak. And it has Poison Jab, so even though I had a Fairy type, yeah, it still would have been troublesome. I think we have a way forward. So, the only bad thing is if it circle throws into hit top. We have a bit of an issue if that happens. But we'll get to that. Okay, items. It's probably berry juices all around. Not gonna lie, the Toxic Croak is an issue. Hold up, let me just make sure I put Hitmontop stats in properly. So, Bashful, Intimidate. Okay, interesting. Bashful, Intimidate. Let's go 20, 20. 6, 0, and 1. So it's actually slower than Scrafty, so it definitely needs low sweep to be faster. Then we got Fake Out, Sucker Punch, Ice Spinner, oops, Ice Spinner, and low sweep. Alright, export, import. I mean, in your matchup, I think I actually want Muscle Bound instead. Because I want to try and push for 2 50% to take out before it can rest. Chestnut will give you Berry Juice. Striker, as always, at the King's Rock, because if you get a flinch off, that's amazing. Cloister, yeah, Berry Juice, I think. Armouge. It's just that situation where it's against the Toxic Rock with Swords Dance. If it wakes up and sucker punches, I just need to have some way of dealing with it. Maybe it's a quick claw. But no, but sucker well, that wasn't a sucker punch. I think it ends up being bright powder. Just in that scenario, I hope I just don't get hit. So Victory Bell, we're gonna give you a quick claw to see if you can try and get that sleep powder off before it Sword Dance or anything. And obviously let's not use a water move because that'll heal it. Alright, I guess we're ready. And we are leading Zeb Striker to get that one switch. And who's supposed to be? Oh, Christian. I don't want to run into the wrong person. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I've skipped a fight. And honestly, if this ends up being Josela instead, okay, look, this Christian guy. Right, let's go for it. Alright, quick. Check the calc on this. We're obviously much faster. for a silly mistake. Wrong bracket. Let's try that again. Alrighty. I do wonder, is there a world where I can take an earthquake? Absolutely not. Oh, switch. Yeah, hold on, I was thinking, did we get a Thunderwave off? No. Crits. Nice. Now, in an ideal world, this actually flinched it. But I'm not going to count on that. Would have reduced damage I take a little bit. Spiky shield, let's see what it does. I believe every move it has here makes contact. Nope. Now, because of that crit, we might actually be able to knock this thing out. Nah, we can't. But we're going to get as much damage off as possible. So I go for Seed Bomb. Oh, U-turn. Oh, a U-turned. Crap, I'm not going to lie, I was not expecting that. Okay, I think this is actually good for me. Oh, actually this is not good for me. Because it's gonna see. It's gonna see the opportunity to set up now. Okay, this is the plan though. We did say if this happens, we switch into Victory Bell and go for the sleep. Because we can't safely switch into Armor Rouge. Alright, let's follow the script. Swords Dance, okay. That's super scary. Okay. You can just take this. My gosh. Okay. Aye. Okay. So it's +2. We have some serious calcing needs to be done here, so let's move everyone up into the team so I can really think about this. It's +2. Literally the only chance I have, because everyone's in an issue now. If this doesn't work, I just lose. My only hope is that it stays asleep for 2 turns and I get the Side Shock off. That's my only hope. It's guaranteed 1 turn of sleep. Okay, we're good. It stayed asleep for the 2nd time. Pretty sure we 100% need to switch out here because we're going for a crunch. Alright, the Toxic Croak is what I was really worried about, so very happy with that. We have an answer for this. So we're going to switch into Hitmontop. So we've got Intimidate off. And it goes for crunch. No defense drop, good. First turn was fake out. 3 damage, why not? Not gonna lie, that did like nothing. Shouldn't I have hit more? No, apparently not. Okay, it is faster, but we did intimidate it. So it's probably going to start power-up punching to stack. We're going to low sweep. Yep. Oh, excellent. That's really good. Right, I don't even need to look at the calc, we just low sweep again. Is it faster now? Alright, wonder it comes out. Mimikyu. Okay. Now, this thing does have Destiny Bond, so we need to watch for that. It doesn't have any setup, it's probably going to go for a Play Rough. And a Play Rough crit will definitely take me out. In fact, just a regular Play Rough will take me out, so... we're going to switch. See, it's guaranteed to Play Rough because it's a guaranteed kill. So... I mean, we could go into Armor Rouge. It takes it resistance, so it takes it okay. And get Mystical Fire off. I was of course thinking though, Cloister? Because I can Play Rough, we can Icicle Spear. I'm really annoyed with Destiny Bonds, but... yeah, I think we go Cloister here. So yeah, Incredible Defense. Icicle Spear. Drain Punches, that's fine. Berry Juice proc to keep us healthy, keep us out of crit range. So this breaks the disguise. Do we get any crits? No, okay. Now, in my Destiny Bond, it might Destiny Bond, but it might just Drain Punch. The problem, if it does go for Drain Punch, I don't know. I feel like it sees. Okay, is there anyone who takes Drain Punch well? I'm actually thinking switching to Armor Rouge here. And... Armor Rouge has already taken a bit of damage though, right? I just need to make sure it's not in... No? Okay, I'm thinking of something else. Let me just think of it. Toxicroak is down. Scrafty is down. The Persimmon is still up, which is fine. Chespin can deal with that. So yeah, I think we go into Armor Rouge. I think in case it tries to Destiny Bond. Okay, it did go for Drain Punch. That's fine. I could have finished off with Icicle Spear, but I didn't want to risk it. So, got a few options here. It has a Lumberry, so obviously I have to keep that in mind. It's faster, so again, I can't really run the risk of... But even a crit Shadow Sneak right now doesn't take me out. So I feel like we Will-O-Wisp. Ooh, Destiny Bond! Okay, so... gonna just will-o-wisp again, to be honest. Actually, wait a minute. It can't. Can it Destiny Bond twice? Sorry, that's what I was supposed to check. I was supposed to check if it could Destiny Bond twice in a row. Fails if the user uses move until the user can compose opponent attacks, knocks the user out. That perfect. Well, this attack was doomed to our so fails if the user uses move successfully as its last move. Sorry, my bad. I should have side shocked it. It would have gone down. So that's a misplay on my part. Right, it's gonna shadow sneak again. I think we just stall it out with Chespin now. Okay. So, if I understand this correctly, it Destiny Bonded, so it can't Destiny Bond again. So it should play rough, but it's obviously burned. And it's faster, so it can't Destiny Bond again. So I see it bomb, right? It said it can't do it twice in a row. I would have just spiky shield and kept switching out. I knew it could Destiny Bond twice in a row.